And what a great time to talk about the financial challenge that a lot of us are going through. Okay. We all know that inflation is on the increase. A lot of companies are laying off their staff. A lot of companies are cutting down on their staff. A lot of companies are deciding that if you're not going to collect less than what you were collecting before, just leave. They might not even tell you, they'll just tell you there's no more work for you. Go. Bye bye. So a lot of people are looking for ways to survive in this economy, okay? If you're talking about Nigeria, it's a different story altogether, right? A lot of companies are not hiring. Even if you get hired, the way you'll be treated, you will feel like it's not better for me to stay back at home than to be here. So today we are going to be talking about how to sail through these financial challenges. If you're seeing me for the first time, my name is Oringoshade Oringo. Please subscribe, like, share, comment, and turn on your bell notifications. Number one thing you need to do in this economy, in this inflation, is understand where your money is. Understand what you have left, where your investments are. If you have money in different banks, try to calculate how often the money comes in. Try to understand your current financial status. If your salary has been cut down, try to understand that and the implications that it will have on you, it will have on your finances, it will have on you going forward, it will have on your dreams. Okay? Try to understand what is going on with you currently. We are not working with last year's results, we are not working with next year's results, we are working with what do we have now. So try to understand, what do I have now? What is going on for me? How am I seeing my money? How is my money coming in? Where is it coming in from? Understand your current financial state. Number two, which is a no-brainer, please and please reevaluate your expenditure. Reevaluate what you are buying. Start cutting down on things. I'm going to use myself as an example. Throughout last year, I didn't buy anything new. I'm going to rephrase that. Throughout last year, I didn't buy clothes. If you know me, you know how much I love to buy clothes. I love fashion. In fact, because I'm trying to cut down in my expenses, that is why I made this t-shirt, right? For me to be wearing on social media and not being under pressure to wear different types of clothes or different styles of clothes. So I got a couple of t-shirts like this and put on my logo and put on stuff about myself, and that is it. So this is what I wear every time. Why? Because I'm trying to cut down on my expenses, right? Because if I keep buying clothes, what am I going to do? So I cut down on buying clothes, shoes, bag, hairs. In fact, I've not bought hairs in years because I have a fantastic and a fabulous sister that takes care of that and give me a lot of clothes. So I always know. In fact, shout out again to my brother that told me that stop buying clothes is useless. You have a sister that takes care of that for you. So stop. So on that aspect, I don't buy stuff like that. I only buy my cosmetics when it's on sale. Okay? When it's like 15% off, 20% off, and I'm sure that it's actually percentage off. Do you get what I mean? I'm sure that the regular price is like 40,000 or 50,000, and 10% off, I know I'm getting off a good 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, depending on what is being offered at that point. Do you get what I mean? So, yes, try as much as you can to cut down on your expenses. The only thing I know that I still spend good money on is what I eat. I eat good food, okay? And another thing is that when you're cutting down on your expenses, if you're somebody that live in a massive duplex as a single person, maybe say 4 bedroom, 3 bedroom, an apartment that you're not using all the rooms, you always have it in your head that people are going to visit, I'm going to marry soon. It's not happening yet. Okay? Cut down. Find a smaller apartment in a good neighborhood. Maybe you are living at where the top 1% were living before because of your salary, because of your income. Now that the inflation is on the increase, price of things that are going up, what do? Go to a smaller, good neighborhood and stay. Rather than you putting yourself under pressure to keep paying a landlord. Okay? Instead, gather those money and start building your own property because that's the best thing that you can do for yourself, right? Good. So cut down on your expenses. If you're somebody that likes to take women out, you like clubbing, you like buying drinks, you like drinking, you like shalaye, you like faji, this is not the time. Cut down on your expenses because we do not know where the economy is going to. I hear a lot of people saying it's going to still go downhill for each and every one of us. Do you get what I mean? So it's time to tighten up your belts and be on the lookout and be prepared. Cut down expenses. Number 3, create a lean budget. Create a budget that has lost weight. Simple, okay? If you're budgeting monthly that you spend 1 million naira, please cut it down at least by 50%. Maybe you have Netflix that you subscribe and all your village people have access to it. And then you know that this is taking a good chunk of money. Why not? See, when I'm talking about this, Netflix subscription can be a big deal for some people. But because you know a lot of people are using it and watching it on your behalf and you don't even use it, stop that. Okay? If you're the kind of person that owns the electricity and you're just spending too much money on electricity bills that you don't use, cut down on that too. How do you cut down on that? If you know you have to work off all your bulbs, right? Make sure everything that needs to be off and necessary to be off is switched off. Anything that is not a priority, take it off your list. Make sure what you are spending money on monthly, because if you can keep track of your expenses, right, you can reevaluate your budget and make it slimmer so that you will not be under pressure to pay for things. Okay. Number 4 is something that we have heard 1,000 times over, and I'm going to still talk about it. Alternative streams of income. Look for other ways to make money. Maybe you have a skill that you have not been using. You know how to cut hair, you know how to make hair, you know how to do one or two things. You have skills in writing that you are not using. Please bring all those things out and start making use of them. Maybe you have sold some things or you have gone into business of buying and selling before you got your office job and now they are cutting your salary. Please start that thing again, right? Some people do so well in some of their alternative source of income that it becomes their main source of income. So do not sit down on those things. When I mean multiple good source of income. Please, there are some people that have sources of income that they have in their head, but it's only things that can only buy them toothpaste at the end of the month. Please, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about things that could be life changing, things that when you do it, right, it has potential of bringing you something tangible, maybe not huge, but tangible that can put you through and support other source of income that you have. Okay, this is a good time to start a channel. This is a good time to open a Facebook page or whatever. Look for those social media money. Look for any form of money. Okay, augment them, add them together. It's going to be much. Number 5, seek out helpers. What do I mean by this? I'm not saying you should go and start begging people for money. That's not what I said. To go and create GoFundMe and crowd raising and crowdfunding, whatever it is that you guys do, don't. That's not what I'm talking about. It's just like when I said cutting down on your budget, creating a lean budget. When you seek out help, for example, you have a grandmother and they can hold your baby for you instead of you paying for daycare, right? Do that. You can ask somebody to hold your child for you instead of you paying for daycare. You can ask people for ideas to start up a business. I'm not saying you should go and start begging people money to start business. That's not what I said. Ask them for ideas, ask them for their intuition. Sometimes when you're asking people for ideas, they can even be kind enough to tell you, this is where I'm going to come in, this is where I'm going to support you. It might not be financial. The person might be telling you, I can help you out in this to sort out this. I know a guy that does this, that will give it to you cheaper, that will take care of it for you. So these are the things I'm talking about. Seek out help. Ask people for help. How do I go about this? This is something I'm thinking about. Or go to people that have done those things before. Ask them for help so that you will not flush your money down the drain, so that you also not be spending money on unnecessary things, right? If you have a friend that can help you to fix one or two things around your house and you know they are good at it and they are not charging you for that, make use of that. Ask for help. The 6th thing that is going to help us tremendously in this season is reevaluating your spending priorities. Okay, even as you have made your budget lean, please check the priority, because even when a budget does not mean I'm going to spend all this money that I've budgeted. A budget does not mean that I'm going to definitely buy this thing that I wrote out here that I'm going to buy. Let me say you put into your budget to buy an umbrella, right? And it's not yet rainy season yet. So why are you buying it? You get what I mean? Yes, it's good to buy beforehand and stuff, but you don't need it yet. You can also have budgeted to buy umbrella, but your staff boss is now picking you up, or something is happening that is making you not to need that thing. Don't buy it. Some things are not important. Some things you can get away with them for another 6 months. Why are you buying another 6 months worth of it, right? And keeping it in your house, and then you're not using it? A lot of people buy things that they do not need, myself included. Myself included. You buy these things and then you realize I don't need it now. I'm not going to need it in future. I have to give it out. So you see yourself buying things, giving it out. It's not as if giving people things is not a good thing, but giving people things and realizing that you have wasted your money is not a good thing. You gift people things from your own generosity, not when you buy something and then you realize I'm not making use of this thing, and then I've spent my money, and these are money that you would have put in a better place, and it will yield you a better use. Okay, so if you have just seen me for the first time, my name is Oringoshade Oringo, and if you're a returning subscriber, please support me in any way you can by liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. All these things help me in this channel. Please, I'm begging you, in any way you can, support me, okay? And I create a lot of videos like this one, relationship videos, mind-blowing tutorials, travel vlogs, and you will see them all arranged for you in different playlists so that you can binge watch at your own convenient time. Okay, make sure you are saving, make sure you are managing your budget wisely, make sure you are creating those streams of income. And I'm going to see you on the next one. Do not forget to start a conversation in the comment section, and I'll be waiting to read your comments. Okay, bye, guys.